What's going on, guys? This is Alex over here at My Freedom Smokes, and today we're going to be talking about one of the newer kits we've gotten in. It's called the Lady Q by ARTERY. Now, this thing. This is a little different than what we typically carry here. The one thing that really sets this apart is the fact that without even using it, it's made to mimic like a woman's lipstick container. So if you take a look, you're not going to see any sort of representation of a vape device just by the outside. But when you take the gold top and pull it out, you now have a tank which magnetizes directly to the top, and now you have a full e-cigarette vaping device. Your power button is going to be on the bottom. It's just touch sensitive, like so. And to be honest, if you're looking for a low profile vape, and if you are looking for an aesthetic like this, I think you're really gonna like it. I actually put a high VG liquid in here, and it seems to be vaping pretty well. Now, the reason I have that bit of skepticism in my voice is usually when you get a device like this that's more of a novelty than an actual device trying to help you switch to that healthier alternative, a lot of times they just kind of miss the mark because they're really banking on the actual novelty of the device to push sales instead of actual quality. This, however, seems to have struck in that balance between having a cool little novelty but also being worth the buck. As I mentioned earlier, if you are looking for something that's going to be really compact and a bit incognito, this would be something for you. There is nothing on the inside. That is strictly housing your battery and the extra space here for when you put it in, and it's got to have somewhere to go. And as you also notice, as I said, it is magnetized. There's no threading, there's no sort of push and click. It just simply magnetizes in, and that's it. And your electric pulse is being sent through those magnets to your clearomizer to be able to make that vape. So that's just a quick overview of the actual mod. Inside the kit, of course, you will get your device and tank. You have your user manual, which basically just kind of goes over everything I just mentioned and has a helpful little diagram for being able to swap out your coil. Because the full tank does not remove, you have to remove the entire top part, remove the glass to be able to get to the coil. So it does have a little graphic to be able to help you with that. You also get in here a USB charging cable, which that will plug in right here on the front. That way you can vape and charge. And then you also get just a little small accessories box. And in here you do get a replacement glass tube, an additional coil, and some O-rings. Inside the unit comes pre-installed with a 0.7 coil, and the additional coil that comes with it is also a 0.7. And these are ARTERY brand coils. Though if you look closely, you will realize that this is the exact same construction as the Aspire Nautilus coils, which means if you have coils for your Aspire Nautilus or Mini Nautilus, you can actually use this in this tank, which is actually a pretty helpful thing because a lot of times we'll wind up carrying these devices and then they'll stop making the replacement heads for them. They were smart and actually created replacement heads that you could kind of interchange. And that is rare. Most of the time you do have to get your replacement coil that matches with the actual tank. This is a rare exception where by the design of their coil you can actually use the Aspire Nautilus or Mini Nautilus coils if you so preferred. And probably the last little thing to note on this is you do have adjustable airflow. It just took me a minute to find it. If you look closely right here, that little cut on the silver part of the metal is your airflow. And by rotating the device around, you can actually get different airflow settings. Each side has a different setting, all the way from teeny tiny to a bit more open. And of course, if you are a regular viewer of My Freedom Smokes, you know that I prefer my airflow to be set to wide open, and that's what I've had it set on, and I think it works best that way. though all of that is totally up to your personal opinion. But this is the Lady Q from ARTERY. If you have any questions about this product whatsoever, feel free to leave a comment below. And make sure and follow us on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages. We're always updating you guys with some cool behind the scenes stuff. Plus, there might be a giveaway or two for you in there also. So, until next time, thank you for vaping.